Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Gaian and I'm an intuitive business success coach, a tarot card reader and a green witch, and I'm here to do your September 2021 general finance and business reading. This will be your finance reading, this will be your general business reading. Quite often the whole reading interconnects. We start with electric eel spirit. Bring your ideas to life. What money making ideas have you got there? I bet you've got a few. It's time to bring them to life, Pisces. It's time to start putting them into practice. Where you need to focus your energy this month is on transformation, transition and liberation. This is normally the death card. It's about change and endings and letting go. Change being inevitable. What does it mean when it comes to your finances? It's about you changing the way that you do things. I feel very much like things are going to be moving and changing for you. I feel like you're going to have these ideas that will transform your finances. Your strength, the positives, the shaman, divine wisdom and spiritual power. This is a brilliant card. This is all about you stepping into your power. Possible obstacles, the Two of Feathers. This is about indecision. Facing fears that need to be faced. It could be that you terrify yourself with these new ideas. Oh my goodness. And the outcome is the Magician. This is a fabulous money reading for you, Pisces. This is about you having some new money making ideas. There could be some new products and services that you've been thinking of. It's time now to start creating them, putting them out there. It's going to lead to a transformation in your finances, in your business in general. Your strengths will be your divine wisdom. I do feel like Spirit is going to have a lot to do with what it is that you put out there. And I do feel like you need to be aware. And I feel like you need to be open to any downloads that Spirit might be sending you and any guidance, any signs when it comes to getting these ideas out. Keep your eyes and ears open, because I feel very much like there will be some guidance that comes your way that will help you to bring these ideas to life. It could be that you're shown articles to read. It could be that you meet somebody that comes up with an idea. You could watch something on TV that gives you an idea. Just keep your eyes and ears open is what I'm being told. That you need to just connect with the world and connect with Spirit. Meditate if you can, because the ideas don't just, Spirit is just saying to me, don't just pluck the ideas willy-nilly and start moving them forward. You need to meditate on them to make sure that they are the right thing to do. And you will get guidance. Divine guidance will come to you as to how and why and who you're going to give these services to. You will be given guidance and signs from all around you as to what ideas are the right ideas and where you should take them and who you should take them to. Just watch out for some indecision is all I'm going to say there, Pisces. It could be that you've got that many ideas that you don't really know what to do. And that leads you back to that shaman card, that you have to listen out for the divine wisdom that will tell you the right way to go. Because otherwise, do I do this? Do I do that? And sometimes we can have what I call analysis paralysis, where we spend so much time faffing about trying to decide which is the right decision that we don't make any decision. We don't find any direction. We just sit there wondering. Or we miss the boat. Or the other thing that this card can represent is that you have these ideas and you know that they're great, you know that you're divinely guided, but you fear. Your fears start getting in the way of, who am I to do this? Who am I to do this? What do I know about all this? Nobody's going to care what I've got to say. I'm just little old me. Don't let your fears stop you either. Make the decisions to choose the right thing to do and go with it. And the outcome is the Magician. which is basically you manifesting anything and everything you want. You have the power to create anything, to manifest what you want, and to take inspired action to go after it. So money-wise, this is really good. I feel like there's a lot of new things that you're going to bring in that may not be lucrative immediately. So I don't want you thinking, oh, I'm going to get all these ideas and by the end of September I'm going to be loaded. I don't feel that this money reading is about you having loads of money. I believe it's about you creating a new foundation, creating new items. And the money will come in the end because you manifest whatever it is you want. You have the power. I'm more drawn to the fact that you're going to change everything. There's going to be a massive transformation in your business. And I feel like you're just going to fly like these birds. There's a lot of bird energy there. And I just feel like it's going to take off. Whatever these transformations are, whatever these ideas are, it's going to create change. Now, it could be that you need to change because the pandemic has caused so many businesses to just end up topsy-turvy. You know, the things that we were able to do prior to it, we can't do now. A lot of businesses have closed. It could be that you've got to transform your business into something else. But whatever it is, it's going to work out for you. You've got lots of ideas. You're a very creative person. I feel like you're really creative and that you are going to be able to come up with a lot of things. But don't end up with a head full of ideas and not knowing which way to turn. Okay. Let's get on with your reading now, business reading. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? This card kind of takes me back to that shaman there, actually, and to your ideas. And to the Two of Feathers. What I'm being told is that some of your ideas, your money-making ideas, are going to feel a bit out there. They're going to feel a bit spiritual. And you might be worried about how spiritual those ideas actually are, whether or not they're a little bit woo-woo and too woo-woo for other people to actually get on board with. Don't dim to fit in. Whatever it is you want to create, don't choose it based on what you think is acceptable to general society. If you've been given an idea by Spirit that seems a little bit out there, go with it anyway. If your gut and your intuition says it's the right thing to do, go with it anyway. Don't dim to fit in. The internet is packed full of businesses that are just mediocre. And I say that, you know, I respect anybody who started a business, because being in business, you have to be brave. But there are so many people that are trying to please everybody, and they just end up nothing and nobody, and they're not memorable. Nobody remembers these mediocre, middle-of-the-road, very vanilla types of businesses. But if you stand out, if you're willing to stand up for something, if you're willing to put yourself out there and say, yeah, I do this weird and wacky thing, then people will remember you, and the right people will be drawn to you as well. I was going to use an analogy of a lighthouse. You know, we don't have a dim lighthouse because then the ships just hit the rocks, don't they? The lighthouse has to shine really brightly so that everybody's aware of it. And that's what I feel this is telling you to do. You've got to shine brightly and be out and proud about who you are and what it is that you do. Do not dim to fit in. And if you're quirky, celebrate that and share that. Where you need to focus your energy this month is the Ace of Acorns, creative force and confidence. I love this card. It's a great card. This is about you having a seed of inspiration. It ties in very much with you bringing these ideas to life. I feel like you've got so many ideas and they're just brilliant. They're really brilliant. They're very creative. And this card is telling you to use those seeds of inspiration to create these things. Take a lot of action. This is a card that is all about you taking action towards whatever it is you're creating. Bring it to life. Your strengths this week are the Six of Feathers, transition and insight. This is about moving towards something better. And that's what I feel is happening here. We've got, transition twice with this transformation and the Six of Feathers. You having insight, which again ties with this divine wisdom. There's a lot of change coming in, but for the better. And I feel like whatever these ideas that they are, that you have, these money-making ideas, they're very you. They're very authentically you. And you should not be afraid to bring them in. There could be some things that you need to let go of in order to bring these new ideas to life. Don't feel sad about that. I know it will feel sad to let go of things, but it allows new things to come in. Possible obstacles, the Seven of Acorns. This is about fighting for what you believe in. It's about somebody challenging you and challenging your beliefs. Now, this is where I feel like the temptation to dim to fit in is going to come in. The Seven of Acorns is very much about others criticising, challenging you for what it is that you're doing. And it could be that it could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be a family member that doesn't understand what you do, that decides to stick their oar in and say, oh, what are you doing that for? You're crazy admitting that you talk to spirits, or, you know, that you're a shamanic healer and you go to the other worlds, and what are you doing? Why are you even suggesting being public about this? And it could make you doubt yourself and want to dim to fit in. Don't do it. Spirit says, please don't do it. You must shine your light. Just have the determination and the stamina. If you know why you believe what you believe and the facts behind it, it will stop you doubting yourself. You will know why you're pursuing the path that you're pursuing. And you'll be able to argue your case better. But what I don't want you to do here is I don't want you to get bogged down by anybody that comes along and criticises, because most people don't understand what you do. I think there's a lot of people out there that do some amazing work, spiritual work, abundance work, law of attraction work, lots of different things, and people just do not understand it. In fact, I'd go as far as to say that some people don't even understand online business at all. My mother doesn't understand. My family are all working in businesses online. And my mother is like, but I don't understand. I don't understand why it's all on the internet. She doesn't understand anything about what I do. We don't even go there. I can't even speak to her about all this. So people don't understand. And if you then take advice or listen to opinions from those people, how can they be giving you the right opinion? How can they be giving you the right advice when they don't understand what it is you do? So you just have to accept, you know, you can love that person, you can still be friends with that person, but you don't have to take on board whatever it is that they're saying. You have a bunch of people out there that are waiting for your message, that want to know about what you do, that can benefit greatly from what you do. And they don't need you dimming. They need you to be out there so that they can find you. Don't let other people criticise and put you off. What have we got here as the outcome? We've got the Shadow, Devil card. But in this deck, if you look at the bottom, self-empowerment and ambition. I feel like this whole thing is going to leave you feeling empowered. I know the Devil card can be a funny one. It can be about temptation, materialism, being controlling, addictions, that sort of thing. But this particular deck talks about self-empowerment and ambition. Knowing yourself, understanding yourself, understanding your strengths, your weaknesses. Just having a very holistic view of yourself as a person. Understanding that you might have a shadow self and working with that. Somebody said the other day that the shadow self is not the bad part of us, it's the part of us that needs more love. And I love that. I think that's such a brilliant way to describe it. So don't be afraid of this Devil card coming out here at the end, because I think that it's actually about you empowering yourself, about you learning everything you need to know about what your business is going to look like. I feel, and this may not resonate for everybody, but I feel like there is a new business coming into play. I think whatever business you've had has probably struggled. It could be because of the pandemic. It could just be the economic situation. I don't know. I just feel like whatever it is has not been particularly successful. It has not turned out the way that you wanted it to turn out. And I feel that now is a time for change on that. I feel that there's very much an inner change. This death card, this transformation, I feel is bringing about something very profound. And I think there's an inner knowledge that you can succeed and create something else. That you can create something else and be very successful with it. I feel like whatever your business has been, that you've learned enough from it to create a success next time. And again, I'm drawn to tell you that it's not failure to close down a business and create a new one out of the ashes of it. That is not failure. Business should be treated like an experiment, I believe. That we set out and we test things. We test things and test things all the time until we hit on something that works. And it could be that, you know, I mean, I've had loads of businesses over the years. Loads of them. And some have been more successful than others. Some of them I have bootstrapped. I have learned everything as I've gone along. I mean, when I first started my organic plant nursery in 1998 or 9, whatever it was, I had no idea. Didn't have the internet then particularly. Didn't have the access to things that we've got now. I had a very basic website drawn up by another company that cost me an absolute arm and a leg and did nothing for me. And I learned on the job. I learned everything as I went. I feel very much like all those businesses that I've done in the past, all the enterprises, in fact even the jobs that I've had, have all led me to learn lots of things that I can bring into my business now today. And I feel like that's something for you to remember, that, you know, just because whatever this business is that you've had hasn't really worked the way that you've wanted, that pivoting or ending and starting something fresh out of it is okay. I was called to clarify that card, and I've got the 10 of Cups, which is about happiness, a new start, ending old stuff and having a new start, which fits in with exactly what I've just been talking about. I feel like there's an ending to something here, but that out of it, new ideas are going to just flow. And so if you've been teetering on the edge of, do I close this business or not, because I have these great new ideas, I think your answer is within this reading, isn't it? But before I go, I just am called to remind you again, do not dim to fit in, be confident and be you, be uniquely you, because people are looking for you. They are waiting for your message. It is important to them. Don't bother with the naysayers, because they are not your clients, they are not your audience, they are not your people. The people that are out there waiting for you need you to be bright and light so that they can see you and find you. It's a great ending to both of these readings. This, you can manifest and create whatever you want. You have the power. You'll be empowered. And you'll be really happy with this change, with this transformation. So don't fear it. Don't fear it. Rip off the band-aid is what Spirit just said to me. If you need to rip off the band-aid, just rip it off and move forward. I hope that's resonated with you. If it has, let me know in the comments. If you appreciate me making these messages for you, please do like, subscribe and share them with anybody that you think might find them useful. And tell me in the comments if there's anything that you're struggling with in your business. What are your business blocks? Are they fears? Are they self-sabotaging behaviours? Are they limiting beliefs? Are they negative thoughts? Do you wonder if you're good enough? Do you suffer from imposter syndrome? Have you hit a glass ceiling in your finances? Because I can help with all of those things. And finally, I have a brief announcement about a community that I've started called the Firefly Circle. And this Firefly Circle is for women who want to make a bigger impact with their business on the planet, because there is a lot going on at the moment, I'm sure you'll agree, and it's easy to feel hopeless and helpless, and I don't believe that feeling hopeless and helpless helps anybody. So I wanted to start a community of women that want to make change in the world, and that can be directly through helping people through your business. If you're a healer, a peacebringer, a changemaker, a lightworker, a starseed, and you help and heal people, or animals, or you're a plant grower or whatever, then it's for you. If you run something that is not particularly socially conscious at the moment, maybe you run a B&B, or you sell shoes or something like that, and you want to be more conscious, more socially conscious, you want to give back via your profits by supporting charities or whatever, then this group is also for you, because one firefly alone just makes a little glow. But if we can get 1,000 fireflies together, imagine the impact that we can make on a regular basis. I want this community to be about inspiring, motivating, supporting, maybe creating some joint ventures, connecting, and really making a massive difference together to the planet as a whole, because we definitely need it. So if you'd be interested in that, I've left the link in the comments and in the description. Just click. It's a bit rough around the edges because I wasn't really ready to start. I wasn't going to do this till later on in the year, but I started to put the idea together and people were interested in it. So Spirit told me I had to start before I was ready. So I am doing. I'm behaving and being a good girl and getting on with it. So I'd love to see you in there. And I'm going to leave it there now. So Pisces, I will see you next month. Have a great September. Please let me know in the comments what happens, what's coming up for you, what your ideas are. I'd love to know. I'm quite nosy. And I'll see you again soon. This is Maria Gaian signing out with love and magic always.